Welcome to the Issue Crew. It's the show where we all have issues with our lives and with each other. I am your host, Riely, here for a wonderful 47th episode, folks. That's right. Joined, of course, by a wacky cast of characters, as usual. Andrew.
I just got my ass kicked in Minecraft for 30 minutes straight.
Damn. Demi Gloom.
My name is Demi Glego.
Demi Glego, okay.
Demi Glego.
And Crow Royalty.
Ninjago is the best Lego theme.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Fuck yeah. Finally, a good take from the Anti-Cath Mark II.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the rare Crow Royalty W. Extremely
I'm just
rare
kidding, Crow.
Royalty
I'm
W.
just kidding, Crow. I don't care about you enough to know any of your takes.
I mean, at least I'm not Riley hating on Ranch despite never having tried it before.
I said, listen, I explained very clearly in the video that I had tried it before. It just did not work out that time.
It's just you weren't a fan.
Hey, Riley, how's that ranch taste?
Shut up. You're
Would
not
you suck
funny.
dick if there's ranch on it?
Yeah,
No, I'm not that into ranch. Ranch is good, but I'm not like addicted to ranch suddenly. Like, it's okay.
No,
I
he's
fucking
addicted to
love ranch.
now.
We need to make a Riley soy check that just says "I love ranch."
Oh my fucking
It's like him,
god!
like soy facing with like a ranch T-shirt. He's just covered in ranch head to toe.
I'm gonna delete.
He's like a ranch monster.
I'm gonna delete
Yes.
my life if you create such a thing.
I'll figure out how to edit photos.
It's not hard.
I just suck at it.
Just don't suck.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
Motherfucker, shut up. Anyway, so the topic for today is Legos, as Demi and
But
I
why are
made
you
it very
saying
clear.
the topic, bitch? There's a process around here. You don't just get to come in here, fucking stomp around, fucking say what the topic is. There's fucking.
I mean, Demi and I
procedures to
made
be
it like
followed.
very clear in both of our introductions what the topic was
I
going to be.
mean, he is. Excuse me. They are a co-host after all.
We all know how it works is the topic gets brought up by either me saying it or me asking someone else to say it. You don't just fucking walk in, you don't just fucking stomp in and be like, oh, this is the topic, Crow Royalty. Fucking know your place.
I mean, like, we'd already made it kind of clear what the topic was going to be for mine and Demi's intros anyway, so...
Well, yeah, folks, as Crow Royalty so rudely interjected with, of course, our topic today is Lego, a type of toy that I don't have a lot of experience with because I played video games like a normal child.
Because you're a fucking weirdo, Riley.
Like, you are a fucking weirdo, Riley.
I had I never really was into toys. Like, I guess maybe when I was like a little kid, but even then it was like I don't think I had a lot of Legos. I think I was playing with other shit. And then the moment I was 5 and I got a PlayStation 2, toys were over.
Nah, guys, Riley was playing with the competitor Meblox.
I did not have Mega Bloks, I don't think.
And
Might
that's
have
why
been
he's
Mega
so
Bloks, I
angry
don't
all the
know.
time. That's why he's so angry all the time.
No, I'm pretty sure the only blocks I had were real Legos. But they were just like generic, like, you know, the red, blue, and yellow ones. Like, no, like, special shit. Just your regular average Lego bricks floating around
Oh
my
my
toy box.
god.
Nah.
Oh my god,
that
Riley.
sucked.
I can't believe you.
I can't either.
Even I had experiences with Legos. And I don't know.
I mean, listen, we'll get to the video games. I've played a couple of video games. I'll have stuff to say there. But when it comes to the real tried and true toy, not a lot of experience personally.
You're such a loser, Riley. Why can't you be cool?
Yeah.
Listen, I couldn't worry about Lego. I was too busy playing Alvin and the Chipmunks with the PS2. It was
What
very
the
important.
Alvin and the Chipmunks for the PS2. It's a great game.
It was my first ever video game, but I loved it a lot as a kid.
That's a music game, right?
Yeah, it's like a rhythm game, you know.
It should have been a 3D adventure game. That would have been way
The Alvin
cooler.
and the Chipmunks 3D adventure game. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so as we established, aside from Ninjago, what is the best Lego theme?
I mean, like, I hate to say Star Wars because it's probably extremely overrated, but it's pretty badass.
Yeah,
At least like classic Lego Star. Maybe it's just nostalgia, but like I strongly prefer like the aesthetic and like just visuals of like the early 2000s, like and like late 90s Lego Star Wars shit than the new stuff because like I feel like new Lego sets that are like licensed themes, but particularly Star Wars, are like so goddamn like photorealistic that they kind of lose their Lego charm. Like they dropped the smiley faces, they dropped like even like showing studs on the spaceships. Like everything's like they cover all the studs and make it super smooth. Like it doesn't even look like Legos anymore.
I can see the stud or there being not enough studs on it being a reason not like it. But I hate old like Lego minifigures just in general. But
Do you not like when everyone was yellow, including licensed characters like Harry Potter and Star Wars?
No, my thing is I'm fine with them all being yellow. My problem is I don't like the singular face. Like back when they all had the two fucking beady eyes and then the like singular smile and there was no differentiating.
That's like way back in the day though.
That's my only like.
So there was a time. There's definitely a time where that was the standard, but like I can't think of a time where that was the only face they had.
It was like if I remember, well, the originals obviously just had that face, and then I think it was early '90s had it still, because that was like the common thing for a really long time, was just like the single yellow face, and it was really off-putting. And I still hate those fucking heads. I'm fine with.
I think they have their charm.
They're good every once in a while, but if you get like a fuck ton of them, like what was made, they suck.
I think the thing with the inserting like a yellow like smiley face like Lego minifigure head is it's almost like a meta. It's almost meta. Like it's almost a statement about the company itself because they're like returning to their. It's referencing the company's past, you know, more so than it is like genuinely utilizing that design.
Yeah, I can see that part. But now, hot take: the second best Lego theme is Lego Batman. You can't convince me otherwise.
Lego Batman pre Lego DC superheroes or post DC superheroes?
Wait, are you talking about the like Bionicle looking motherfuckers?
No. So there's Lego DC superheroes, which is a Lego theme that includes all of the DC superheroes, and then there's just Lego Batman, which came out in like 2000. When did Lego Batman come out?
The shit with the original video games.
The first video game or the second one?
Like the first one, I think.
Yeah, Batman. Okay, so Batman, the Lego theme was introduced in 2006 and discontinued in 2008. It was reintroduced in 2012 as a part of the DC superheroes theme. But yeah, so Lego Batman 1 and Lego Batman 2 are actually very aesthetically opposed to each other because Lego Batman 1 is based on the more like dark, gritty, and like, I don't want to say realistic, but more down to earth Batman theme that was based on like the Batman, the Dark Knight movies. It was a really cool amalgamation of Batman aesthetics in the original Batman theme. And I think I say this about all kinds of Batman shit. When he's integrated in like the greater DC universe, he's fucking awesome. He's a great character for the DC universe, but I prefer him in his own isolated setting.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like the stuff nowadays, I'm not that big a fan of. Like there was some shit around 2013 that was really good, but it was mostly just like Batman extended universe shit that I was looking at. There was like a helicopter or something that had Batman, Robin, and I think Catwoman in it that I wanted for so long because it just looked so fucking cool, and it had like the Joker and it had a bunch of minifigs that I really wanted, but it was all Batman shit. So yeah.
So I guess can we go around the horn and just get everyone's? Riley kind of talked about his, unless he has something more to say. It's just like everyone's relationship with the multimedia empire known as Lego. Like when I guess we could also start off with like when Lego first introduced itself into our lives, and just go over a brief history of our relationship with the franchise before we get into the details. I feel like it's going to be a lot of me and Crow talking.
I think in like third grade, my science class, we watched a 2-hour documentary on Legos, and like that's like the main thing that I remember of figuring out what a Lego is. I don't remember anything from the documentary. I just remember that we had one day in class where it was just like, yeah, we're gonna talk about Legos for no reason whatsoever. Fuck.
And you were like, what the fuck is a Lego?
Look, I don't remember a lot of my childhood, but I do remember the really weird arbitrary things, like Lego.
Yeah.
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 Crow royalty.
My first Lego set was when I was 3, I think. Because I saw it in the store, and it was one of the... Demi, you remember like the old Alien theme that happened around like...
Which one? Are you talking about Space Police?
Yeah, it was something like that. I don't remember the specifics of it, but it had like an alien walker or something.
An alien walker?
Yeah, that was like really
Cool.
fucking
Can you
tall.
tell me around when it came out?
I think about 2008 or so. Yeah, it was around 2008.
Wait, are you thinking of Alien Conquest, the one with the green aliens?
Yeah, it was green aliens.
Oh, let me post this in recording chat. I think I know what you're talking about.
Because this motherfucker was sick, and as a
Check
3-year-old,
recording chat.
yes, that.
That, yeah.
I love this Lego set because these aliens were sick, and I liked that there was a little head that could go
Yeah.
on
What's
people's
that called?
faces.
I had one of those too.
I love this set, or I love this theme in general. And then the other one that was connected to this, with the blue guys, was also sick as shit. And
I think Kathy has some of those too.
respect. But then it went into, okay, I'm gonna get more vehicles and shit, and then Ninjago came out, and then we...
I'm pretty sure Alien Conquest came out way after Ninjago.
No, I saw Ninjago for the first time.
When the fuck did Ninjago come out?
2011. Alien Conquest came out in 2011. I'm pretty sure Ninjago came out the same year. Hold on.
I saw Ninjago
Ninjago
after
came-
Alien Conquest. I know that for a fact, but I did watch the movies before I saw the Lego sets, and the movies are sick. Or the first movie is sick. The new one that came out a couple years ago sucks.
Wait, there's only one Ninjago movie.
No.
Yeah, there's multiple Ninjago movies.
There's a
counting, like,
Ninjago
the pilot?
show, and then there's
Okay,
the Ninjago
okay.
movie.
Okay, there's...
Well, the
technically it's
pilot
just-
is the 5-part episode is basically a movie if you really think about it.
the way that it was like shown off in like promotional shit was as a Ninjago movie that
Are
came
you
out.
talking about the pilot?
Yeah, that was the
It was
first.
a TV special. That's not a movie.
My brain processes that in the same way that I process Clash of the Red Rangers as a movie,
Which it isn't.
but my brain processes it one.
The Lego Group launched Lego Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu in January 2011 with the release of two 22-minute animated specials that aired on Cartoon Network in January and March.
They weren't even a movie. They were
Thank you.
two 22-minute specials.
I remember that being like 5 episodes. What the fuck?
Well, Crow, egg on your
It was a
face.
great pilot, by the way.
It was. I know that vividly.
It was often disregarded by a lot of fans. Didn't see that because it's technically not like episode 1 of Ninjago. Like season 1 episode of Ninjago is the introduction of Lloyd Garmadon in the Serpentine. So
Which-
the pre-Serpentine Ninjago, like the skeleton arm, that's what like the whole like Garmadon and his skeleton army vibe was like the entirety of the Ninjago theme before the the snake shit started happening in the show, and like
And is
there's
still
only
better than current Ninjago, by the way.
I haven't watched current Ninjago. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, the moment the what was that season? It was like season
Ninjago.
5 or 6. In like season 5 or 6, when they went to like the heavens and they met like the writers of like fate
That
or
was like
whatever.
season 7.
Yeah, like once I got there, I was like, okay.
Because it goes Serpentine, then Stone Army, then Tech, then there's the
Stone Army was
island.
badass.
The Stone Army was badass. But then there's the Tournament of Champions. Then after that
Dude, the tournament. Are you
Yep.
talking about the fighting tournament?
The Tournament of Champions.
That was like. Have you seen the Mortal Kombat movie from the 90s?
Yes, but I do not remember
It's literally that whole season of Ninjago is a complete ripoff of the 90s Mortal Kombat movie, and I will stand by this. Literally, Shang Tsung and Goro are both like 1-to-1.
I like the Speed Elemental or whatever the fuck he is. Being basically just Johnny Cage.
Yeah,
I like that. So they'll knock it because that season was great. Then you've got Winds of Change, which is Moro. Then after that, you
Dragon Ball
have
Supervillain.
Time Travel, I think, is the next one. And then you've got the
They
Genie,
did-
which is what
they
you
made like a weird like very poorly written time travel episode in like season 2 that was like fucking horrible and inconsistent. Like they established a bunch of time travel rules that are stupid. I've never seen Back to the Future, but like, you know, like Back to the Future rules for time traveling where it's like if you change something in the past, like you can like witness like it like the people in the present will literally witness things fading away because somebody went back in time and changed shit. Like that's fucking dumb. It's
Hey,
this
the
weird
season
like
1 time travel was the best episode of season 1.
there was a season 1 time travel episode.
They got turned into children. I counted as time travel.
That's not time travel. That's being turned into children.
No, they are just regressed in age. It's kind of like how Mighty Morphin
Doesn't
did
that
it.
end with Lloyd aging by like
Yeah, it does.
5
That's not the part that I like about it. I like literally every other part of that episode though, because it's really funny.
That's the one about the like in the comic book store, right?
Yeah, with the like lightsaber ripoff that was
Mhm.
supposed to defeat this fucking ancient demon thing, and then they're fake, so it doesn't do shit.
Put up a meme like the side by side where it's like dudes arguing and then people like sitting at a round table. Men discussing Marvel versus men discussing Lego Ninjago. We're having a great conversation about Lego Ninjago that has not devolved into chaos yet, and that's impossible to have with like a discussion about Marvel or DC
Or Dragon Ball, or literally any anime.
literally anything.
Yeah. Lego Ninjago is a peaceful topic, and it shall remain as such.
Is that true? I don't know.
If you go on r/Ninjago, it's like just all like really little kids who are like still
like watching the show.
Or it's people who are just like remember it fondly, people like me.
And me.
There's a lot of like cool fan art and
Let's
stuff.
all argue
like
about who our favorite ninja is and get really emotionally invested.
Zane.
Yo, same.
I mean, I have a very like overrated opinion on this.
Okay.
What, Kai?
Yeah.
Kai or Jay?
Lamo.
I like Kai.
Cringe.
I like Kai mostly because when I was originally watching the like pilot, he was the only one that I could actively like connect with at the time because I was a 3-year-old ish, somewhere around that, and I just really like him. Plus, he got a sick ass motorcycle in the first season, so
Yeah.
my opinion is biased.
I had the Lego set of
I did too.
Kai's motorcycle. Oh,
I also
dude,
bought the Legacy edition of it.
the Serpentine era, Ninjago sets were all fucking banger. Like the detail that they put into them.
Except for one.
Which one?
Zane's snowmobile. Whatever set that was.
That the snowmobile came with something else, right?
Yeah, I know, but like the snowmobile, it's kind of annoyed me.
I had
Because
that one.
out of all of them, it was the least designed thing that they could have made, and it never got updated. It didn't even get a
What was
legacy
the
set.
set?
Huh?
It did get a legacy set.
Wait, it did?
Kai's motorcycle and
Oh, wait.
Zane's snowmobile is a
Yeah, it
set.
did come with Kai's.
Oh shit! No, it was the big the serpentine, the Fangpire truck, the huge fucking thing.
Yeah, it came with
Zane's-
the truck. The truck was sick, but like
Zane's
original
snowmobile was just like a
truck-
little like mini thing.
Yeah, but it felt like very disappointing as a kid whenever you would like try and collect all of the like vehicles and shit, and everybody else got this cool ass big ass fucking thing, and then Zane
I
got
suppose.
a side shit.
I just realized I had all 4 of the vehicles. I had the snowmobile. I had Cole's like massive fucking truck.
It was a
I
car.
had Jay's airplane. And what did you say it was?
Cole's was a car.
Yeah, it was a car. I always called it a truck. It's like it looks like just like a huge black thing with huge
It is
tires.
just a huge black thing with giant fucking tires.
No, but it's really
that
fucking
fast.
cool. Like the geometry of these like Ninjago sets is so fucking cool. They're very like spiky, but also like somehow
Smooth.
maintain their distinct Lego look. It's hard to
Yeah.
explain.
It is amazing. Now
They're so well designed.
There's another season that did this really well in my opinion, but not to the same extent as Ninjago season 1 did. Ninjago season 3 with the tech shit.
What was in season 3?
Season 3, Cole had a mech, Jay had a fucking tank, Kai had a
Oh,
jet,
yeah.
and then Zane had a fucking helicopter gyro thing. Best vehicle out of that, quite literally Kai's jet. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but Kai got like banger vehicles in the first couple of seasons. But then it switches over to Cole getting the best shit in season 4. He has my favorite like Ninjago vehicle ever in season 4. That being the like jet with a minigun out the front.
Which era of Ninjago sets do you think was the best? Because I think the very original run had like the coolest aesthetic. I love the Serpentine era almost as much, but like the skeletons and shit, it was just a very like dark vibe that they had, and like all like the promotional imagery, and like you look at the back of the packaging of everything, like it was all like really dark, but not like super dark, but a little less lighthearted than the later shit. Like it felt badass.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
The snakes were badass too, but they were a little more comical.
But now, when it comes to what I think is the best like Ninjago sets that got released, season 3 with the tech shit is probably always going to be my favorite like Lego set releases. Mostly because they were the most fun for me to build at the time. I liked each and every one of the sets, and I had a fuck ton of them. Especially like the ninja specific weapons, like Kai's jet, Kai's car, the Samurai X mech from that season. Or I think it was Samurai X. Got to upgrade that season, didn't she? No. That was a different season. But like all of this shit that just looks so cool and is like tech inspired. It's just like it got me as a kid, and it's still like one of my favorite like lines that exists.
Yeah.
Man, Legos, huh? Sick.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, what's everyone's opinion on the Lego movie?
Never seen
10 out
it.
of 10. Perfect movie. Perfect movie. It was a perfect translation from like just a true love, appreciation, and tribute to the franchise, while also being like a standalone like franchise in itself. If they created a franchise out of an amalgamation of Lego franchises.
They created the franchise out of a franchise.
Yeah. Out of a bunch of sub franchises. They merged them together. They did multiverse shit. I mean, the Lego movie is kind of a multiverse movie. I don't know if it's technically
First there was
multiverse. I think
Super
it's
Smash
more
Bros. Then there was the Lego movie.
It was a very good movie. It had a really good like message about questioning authority and
Yeah.
how the government is bad. But
Yeah, Riley is bad. Question the authority.
I'm the
Yeah.
government.
Yes.
Yes.
your authority.
Your
I am
authority.
authority. That's true.
ACAB includes your boss on a podcast.
Yes.
Your podcast boss. Yeah.
Yeah. Me when my podcast boss brings home Taco Bell.
Let's go.
So there's another Lego movie I don't exactly remember the name of off the top of my head, but Demi, do you remember like the Lego like action adventure movie?
You're not talking about Clutch Powers, are
You
you?
are.
Yes.
I was screen sharing this literally yesterday in a call with you.
Wait, what? The Clutch Powers movie? How did I miss
Yes.
this? I must have hung up.
You remember it. We were talking about it. We briefly spoke about Clutch Powers yesterday.
Pro royalty
brother.
just will forget something entirely and refuse to believe it. He does it all the
I don't
time.
remember
They
being
do it
there
all
for
the
that. I
time.
probably zoned out and you were talking to somebody else. I don't know because I don't remember talking about this yesterday.
What do you remember?
That I found y'all at like 3 a.m. still on call.
You're right. They were on call. I was busy with my friend.
Your
Because we've
friend.
Oh, you was fucking.
No. Me and her have we've found things to what's the word? You know,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
I asked her, she asked what type of music do you listen to? And I told her, and then she's like, I listen to Negative XP, and I'm just like, oh.
Wait, are you
Oh.
serious? Are you dead serious?
I'm being dead serious. Yesterday I was gonna tell you about it. I was gonna ask you, I'm like, who is it? Or what is about them for this
So-
exact reason.
You should have asked her if she's ever heard of Demi Gloom immediately.
Obligatory backstory. Negative XP is a musician who's famous for making a song called Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, ruined an entire generation of women. It's the one you probably heard on TikTok about how he hates women. He goes, BPD, and ecstasy conceited with low self-esteem. I was a really fucking stupid person and thought that Negative XP was just a meme lord and was not a misogynist. Long story short, he turned out to be a legitimate neo-Nazi. That is not an exaggeration. He believes in the word of Adolf Hitler and wants to bring forth the Fourth Reich in America. Yucky guy. He also thinks trans people should like all kill themselves. And essentially, I called him out for being a homophobic piece of shit in a Twitter space. And he was like, Demi Gloom is an F slur. Demi Gloom is a this. And he's like, okay. He was like, okay, I'm done giving you attention. But then proceeded to like retweet all of his followers who were like harassing me, saying join the 41%, and a bunch of other like things too despicable for me to repeat on this podcast. About trans people and about me because I was trans. I was sexually harassed by adults. I was a minor at the time. A lot of really disgusting shit happened. And Negative XP was there, chuckling and retweeting all of it and encouraging it. I had to like shut down my Discord server for a while. I had to like just like lock down all my social media for a long time. Like we're talking like 3 or 4 months, just because people were constantly spamming me, sexually harassing me for being trans, telling me to commit suicide. Just horrible things.
I guess we got
Negative
lucky that
XP
they
was-
didn't chase you to like podcasts and shit.
They did.
I never got any comments on like largest issue or anything, but probably on like Brony initiation and trigger
Yeah.
warning. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
They didn't give a shit
I'm
about
so
largest
sorry
issue.
that happened.
You'd think some of them would know about like biggest problem and see that. I think like 2 or 3 people messaged me about that. They're like, or like also the death stream. The death stream got some hate comments, didn't it?
I don't think so.
Huh.
Not that I
guess they
saw.
I guess they didn't care about like shit that I was on. They just wanted to harass me directly. My telonym was blowing up too. But yeah, but that's Negative XP. And it's like he's one of those people that's like he's not so famous that like the idea of me having had drama with him is preposterous. Like he's so much bigger than he is a lot bigger than me, but like he's not like unreachable, untouchable.
Don't even get Demi Gloom
But,
started on her drama with David Bowie. Come on.
Wait.
Fuck up.
Wait.
No, this might be too edgy for my public image to even like admit to having laughed at, but I need you to know that I laughed at this because it was so preposterous and shocking
Sure.
that somebody would make this meme.
Okay.
It was not that I found the subject matter. I took the subject matter. I did not take the subject matter lightly.
Is this gonna get us in trouble, what you're about to say?
No.
Okay.
I was thinking about Clutch Powers. I was actually doing a lost media search for the 4D Clutch Powers movie. There does exist a cam rip of it on the internet, but it's like super low quality. And I initiated a lost media search for the Clutch Powers 4D movie. That was like a short film exclusive to Legoland, yada, yada, yada. And I guess during this like Clutch Powers rabbit hole, I kind of just stumbled upon the Clutch Powers fandom that was pre-existing. And Clutch Powers is one of those things like there are probably
There's a Clutch Powers fandom. What?
a little bit. Clutch Powers is one of those properties that like there are probably a couple there are probably like at least like 900,000 people in this country that you could ask them, do you remember Clutch Powers? And they would say, oh yeah, I remember that thing. But it's one of those things that like was a very short-lived hype, and there's not a lot of people talking about it at any given moment. But there does remain an active, semi-ironic Clutch Powers fandom, just of people who have fond memories of the movie. Whether or not their fondness is like purely nostalgic or like a total meme or not is depends on the individual. But I go to r/Clutch Powers on Reddit, surprised that even exists. And the very first image I see is just a picture of Clutch Powers, the movie, him doing his like smug, like pretentious grin. And the caption says, Clutch Powers wouldn't have shot George Floyd.
What?
I mean, true statement. I don't think Clutch Powers would have done that.
I don't think but
Clutch
the
Powers
thing
would have
is,
done that either.
George Floyd wasn't shot.
That's
So-
true.
That makes it like it's such a stupid statement to make because there's so many layers of stupidity in it. It's George Floyd wasn't shot. He was murdered by fucking being kneeled on. He was what was it is that suffocation? Was he suffocated?
I thought his neck snapped.
I was about to say something else, but I think you could get banned for that.
Riley,
What?
you can't call black people the N-word online.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
I thought it was wasn't there a fentanyl overdose that had something to do with it?
No, he didn't die. The autopsy confirmed that he did not die of an overdose.
Okay.
There was fentanyl in his system.
But he did not die. Okay.
I think so. But even so, that doesn't change.
Yeah,
that's like
I'm not saying it's not murder, to be clear. I was just clarifying if fentanyl was involved in the death.
The way I see it, like that's like almost comparable to like I don't know. Like if somebody like had like one leg and they like fell down and a cop like shot them in the face and you were like, well, that wasn't murder because they died of one-leggedness because they couldn't run away.
Okay.
Like to me, like pointing out a condition that may have increased the likelihood of them dying from the police brutality
does not change.
change the fact that it was police brutality.
I feel like there's an image on that subreddit that just says Clutch Powers wouldn't have killed Harambe.
That's
Probably.
That's good. That's good.
I feel like that's just somewhere on the subreddit.
Clutch Powers wouldn't have suffocated Harambe.
Shut the fuck up.
God, I can't believe they killed Harambe.
Clutch Powers is just Lego Chuck Norris, and you can't convince me otherwise.
I still think about Harambe sometimes. It really was the start of the dark timeline.
What?
What?
What did you say?
Why don't you open your ears, buddy? Get the wax out of your ears, pal.
The death of Harambe was the
ears.
start of the bad timeline.
It's the start of the dark
inciting event
timeline.
of everything.
Okay.
I saw like somebody try to make an argument that if it wasn't for Harambe getting shot, Trump wouldn't have been elected.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't have.
Did Trump come out and say, I'm really
Harambe, it was
crushed
great.
by the death of Harambe?
No, Trump came out in support of the people who shot Harambe.
My
What the
dick
fuck?
is out. My dick is out for Harambe.
Harambe, it was a
Except
great,
for
some of
Harambe,
which-
guys.
some of which were great zoo animals. But this one had to go. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. He was like, this one had to go.
Bruh, shut the fuck up, Donald Trump.
The sacrifice was necessary.
Shut up, Donald Trump.
Harambe made a sacrifice for his country.
Speaking of Lego, a lot of people think that President Business predicted Donald Trump.
I
The
mean,
character President Business, who's like a super authoritarian leader who used a divide and conquer technique by literally putting walls between nations. Which, I mean, personally, I think it's a
literal way to
coincidence.
say that, but yeah.
I don't think the people the people who wrote the Lego movie are like time travelers, who like time traveling lizard people. But I think they kind of hit the nail on the head with
Yeah, they
the
did.
the commentary, where the world was going.
I mean, I kind of just thought that the movie was about never growing up. Like, enjoy what you enjoy. Don't let people do or tell you what you can or cannot enjoy. You don't
That's
have
a big part of it too.
you don't have to follow the instructions. Do what you fucking want.
I'm sure that movie convinced like somebody to do some morally heinous shit.
Sure as well.
I don't have to follow the instructions that society has put in place for me. I can kill those children.
Sounds like the Joker.
Have you ever seen the Lego movie, Batman?
I have a very like weird comment that I want to make, okay?
Oh boy,
So you know how there's the Lego Batman movies, right?
I'm familiar
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the
There were like
concept.
tie-ins to the games at some point, I think. So
There's the Lego Batman movie, and then there's Lego Batman the movie, which are two completely separate
Yeah.
films. Lego Batman the movie was when they created Lego Batman 2, they had like really cinematic cutscenes with like dramatic dialogue and like pretty cool animation.
yeah,
And they essentially just took all those cutscenes and then animated shit in between them, and turned it into a feature length film for a DVD release.
yeah, I'm talking about that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know how that version of the Lego Joker is very much one of the Jokers that isn't afraid of Batman, but are they afraid of the IRS?
Every
What?
Joker's afraid of the IRS. That's a character constant across all universes.
Even Joker from Persona.
Yes, even that.
Yeah,
Especially Joker from
is
Persona.
like
Yeah,
very
yeah.
scared of the IRS.
See, I made that joke having never played or watched gameplay from a Persona game.
Neither have
Hopefully
I.
it was funny.
I've played 2
Neither have
hours
I,
of
but that
Persona
was actually
3,
funny.
and that's all I've ever seen or played.
Is Joker in Persona 3?
He's not.
All right, well, let us know in the comments if that was funny.
I think
Personally,
it was.
Persona's a little too hand-holdy for me to get into, so
I don't think that's true of Persona.
I don't think that's true
You made
either.
that up.
Okay,
guys, I was doing a bit. I was doing a BioShock Infinite bit.
Yeah, I knew it. But Mo's not here to fall for it, so it wasn't as funny.
I didn't know
Does
it.
Crow know about the BioShock Infinite joke?
No. Not at all.
So fucking Mo would like very frequently bring up BioShock Infinite on the podcast. Maybe not frequently, but like a couple times this happened.
Okay, I've heard about
And
him.
him and Jason would talk about it, or like I don't remember the exact context, but essentially the phrase "the game was a little too handholdy" and the boss fights were like confusing or whatever, like was just a theme that I heard. So I just started anytime someone brought up BioShock Infinite, I would just regurgitate. I would pretend to have played the game and just regurgitate shit that I've heard them say before. So like Mo would be like say something about BioShock Infinite. I'd be like, yeah, I mean, like the story mode like was a little too handholdy for me, and like those boss fights, like what even like was that? Like honestly, it was difficult to discern the boss fights from like the regular like stream of gameplay. Like I had never played the game in my life, and Mo Diggity was like, yeah, exactly. Somebody finally understand.
I'm gonna do
And,
that,
no,
Mo.
and
I'm gonna see if Mo
the funniest part of this is that like literally like 6 times I said the same exact thing about BioShock Infinite, and he just kept on forgetting. He fell for it every single
He
time.
knows it now, though. That's like that'll like activate him. Now,
Yeah.
if you say like too handholdy, he'll be like, "Fuck you."
Every now and then I get him again with just like pretending to care about something.
I'm gonna see if I can get him with that one.
It's kind of a boy who cried wolf situation, except Mo would listen to the boy who cried wolf about the 8th time he cried wolf.
Yes. Did Clutch Powers ever have a video game? I feel like he did.
No, he didn't.
Ah,
He's never appeared in a video game. People have petitioned for him to cameo in like Lego Dimensions, or maybe not Lego Dimensions. I don't know. People have petitioned for him to cameo and shit, but he never did.
I don't know.
He should be in the-
Aren't there some soundtrack posts on a certain YouTube channel? That
Oh, wait.
do that.
I apologize. There was a Clutch Powers video game for the PC that was released exclusively as a promotion for the movie at Legoland. They gave out the disc.
Wow.
bruh.
But yeah, the game
get my hands
itself,
on
the
this
game
game.
itself is lost media. There's very few screenshots of the game floating around on the internet.
Damn, I want to get my hands on this video game.
Bro doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it. Sorry, they don't get it.
He doesn't get it.
Here, I'll send you a link to the soundtrack, Crow Royalty.
Okay.
I uploaded it to my second channel where I upload. I don't know if you know this. I have a channel called Demi and the Goons where I upload video game soundtracks for
Totally
obscure
real
video
game
games.
soundtracks from obscure video
Yeah.
games. Yeah.
Actually, can we get Crow Royalty's live reaction? Can you just like scroll through the videos on Demi and the Goons for a minute? Tell us what you see. Because I upload really obscure Nintendo DS, mainly Nintendo DS, but like video game soundtracks that like haven't touched the internet for a long time. So much so that like some people don't even believe that these games are real, which is the funny part. A lot of people didn't even know there was a Cleveland Show game for the PS3.
No thoughts, Crow?
I'm
Nothing.
listening to the Clutch Powers like video game soundtrack. Hold
Clutch
on.
Power shit. Scroll through the channel.
Click on the channel and scroll through it and tell me what you think about the video game OSTs specifically.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm subscribed to it now, so it's too late.
What do you think, Crow Royalty?
I love it. I love it. I love your video from 2 months ago.
What video from number 13, Mr. Krabs?
No, 3
Five
episodes
Nights at
before
Freddy's
that.
movie OST?
3 episodes before that.
Should trans people arm themselves?
Yes.
That one?
Yes.
Okay, clearly Crow Royalty doesn't get the joke, so I think we can just...
Yeah.
This bit is clearly fallen flat on its face, so... Crow Royalty, what I wanted you to do was take note of the fact that I have uploaded Breaking Bad Nintendo DS OST, American Psycho DS soundtrack, My Little Pony for the 3DS,
I mean,
Brain
like-
Pop Vacation for the Nintendo DS.
I got it. I got it as soon as I saw Mr. Beast OST Blindness Box Fight.
The Mr. Beast, I don't even know why they released a fucking Nintendo DS version of the Mr. Beast game. Like,
Yeah, I thought that
It
was
was
a
just
Super
way too
Nintendo
late.
game, is what I heard.
I thought it was gonna be a game for the fucking Switch. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
No, that's the remake.
no, it didn't come out on Switch. It only came out on Steam, and then they made like a weird like DS port that was like not even really a port. It was just, you know how they did back in the day. They would like make a portable version of a game that was not the same game at all.
Yeah,
So they did it the Mr. Beast game.
the Weezer game was sick though.
The Weezer game, what a classic.
Yeah, the Weezer game.
Oh my damn it! It's Weezer.
Oh my damn it, it's Weezer.
Good days like buddy.
Andrew, what are you whisper singing?
Buddy Holly.
Okay, it was
I gave you my
the whisper
heart
was so
and you
subtle that
turned
it was
around.
like weird
I
noises.
started and then I'm like, what if I just stop?
Okay, well, I'm looking to get out of here relatively soon. So let's touch on those Lego video games, huh? Because I know we got some stuff to say.
Hey Demi, I am kind of with Riley. I do want to talk about the Lego games, specifically Lego Indiana Jones.
The one I had as a kid, I remember nothing about it.
Lego Indiana Jones was like one of my favorite game franchises for a while, and then it became Lego Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean, I almost 100% completed that game, but Indiana Jones, I think, was difficult for me because, one, some of the levels were just really confusing and I would get stuck. And I didn't care enough about Indiana Jones because I'd never watched an Indiana Jones movie. So, like, I didn't really care enough about the franchise to, like, push through its challenges. Whereas with, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, or, like, Lego Batman, or like other franchises that had Lego games,
Yeah.
I was able to push through the challenges because I like wanted to, see how they translated the franchise into a Lego game. But with Indiana Jones, I didn't have any investment in the source material, so
I
it was hard for me.
100% completed Lego Batman 3 at least a total of 5 times.
Lego Batman 3?
Yeah, Lego Batman 3.
Crow Royalty, how old are you?
18.
You talk
Damn
about
it.
all these things as if they're like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just grew up faster than you or something. Because like You keep on talking about these things as if they're like much older than like Lego Batman 3. Like I was pretty much done. But when did Lego Batman 3 come out? Maybe I'm wrong. When did that game come out?
You were done, like you were done baking.
2014?
Yeah.
I thought that came out in like 2016. Holy shit.
Oh, it came out in 2014, and by the time 2016 got around, I was just like steady still into that game because it was one of my favorite games to play because I didn't have Halo or Call of Duty or Gears of War.
I never had Lego Batman 3, I guess. I thought that Lego Batman, like in my memory, Lego Batman 3 came out like after I lost interest in Lego games. But I was definitely into Lego games. I was playing the Lego Movie game at that point. Like heavily, like I was heavily invested in that game. That was my shit. So yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I never got Lego Batman 3. That game, I mean, it
Because
seems pretty
it
cool.
focused more on the Justice League than just Batman himself.
Well, I was
And-
okay with that. I love Batman too.
But this one, like, it had more focus on like space shit, and they were fighting Justice League level villains instead of it just being Batman villains and whatnot. And there was a bunch of like random shit that was added in. I really liked it because I was into Green Lantern at the time. Because this was
Oh
around the time I
no!
was getting into
They snuck
comics.
it in. Oh no!
And there was a decent chunk of Green Lantern characters that I wanted to play as, such as Dex Star, some of the Blue Lanterns, the squirrel that's a Green Lantern was in it, etc., etc. I just really liked that game. I completed it like 5 times, 100% every time. Had all of the characters and all of the shit. It was amazing.
Bro, we should just start a Lego podcast.
Fuck yeah.
If I had
Yo.
like if I had Riley levels of commitment to just being a constant podcast host, Lego would definitely be like on the top of my list for like things to make a podcast about.
We should
But I don't have time for more than 2 weekly podcasts.
do like videos covering like the Nintendo DS ports of the Lego Batman 1 and 2.
Yeah, but
What?
those have already been covered.
You've covered those?
I haven't covered those. I'm just saying they have been covered.
I know, but like it'd be fun to go back and play them because that's how I played Lego Batman 2 for the entirety of it because I didn't get it for my
Did
Xbox.
Lego Batman 2 come out on the regular DS or just the 3DS? Because I had it on 3DS. I had it on
so these
PS3
aren't
and then I
even
got
the
it on
real
3DS.
game because the
No,
portable
Lego
ones
Batman
were
3 was on
different.
the Xbox 360, but it was like Lego Batman 2 was an OST of the regular Lego Batman 2 game, and
I think he doesn't know. I think they don't know what OST means.
Yeah, what the
No, I
fuck are you
don't.
talking about?
OST
No, I don't.
means original soundtrack.
I
It's the
don't
music.
fucking know. I'm dumb, but it was like a
What are you
different game.
saying? What are you randomly using this phrase you don't know for? What are you fucking talking
Because
about?
the way y'all said it was earlier had to be confused because y'all were saying it's how Nintendo DSs would get like different games than other shit.
We didn't say
Or
that's
like-
what OST meant. We just
My
said
brain
that's
crossed wires. My brain crossed wires, and I'm really tired right now. Anyway, but
Oh shit! I forgot about. Have you guys? Oh, sorry. Go on.
you're good. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say. Have you guys seen the YouTube channel Nick's Incredible Bricks?
no.
Their earlier uploads are just like random Lego shit. This channel started like 8 months ago, but it's literally just AI Joe Rogan episodes, but like in-depth discussion about Lego themes. So videos like Johnny Thunder was Lego's version of Indiana Jones, Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson discussion. How did the Toa Mata evolve into the Toa Nuva?
We haven't even touched on Bionicle yet. God,
I have a confession to make regarding Bionicle.
you didn't care for it.
No. It's not quite that. But see, I became like an active Lego fan, like, you know, had got the Lego Club magazine, frequently bought Lego sets, always knew what new Lego sets were coming out, bought the Lego books, read about all that shit. I'd say roughly around 2008 or 9. But like by the time that I was like fully like invested in Lego, like Bionicle was like done.
Yeah, because Hero Factory was around.
Yeah.
Hero Factory
And
is better is like better than Bionicle, and you can't convince me otherwise.
I used to always check out every single Lego book they had at the library and ask for like Lego books for Christmas every year, like in my birthday. So I had all kinds of Lego books. I still have some of them. A lot of them were just like visual dictionaries, and then other ones were just like chronicled the history of Lego shit. Super cool books. And they would always talk about like Bionicle. And in my Lego Star Wars 2 game, they had like a trailer for the Bionicle video game.
There was a Bionicle.
And I also, yeah, there was a first-person shooter for the PS2.
Oh shit.
And also I read a Bionicle novel.
Oh, me too.
And also in hand-me-down Lego like shit that I got like from uncles or whatever. There was like a couple pieces from Bionicle, and I remember being fascinated because like I didn't even have any Technic pieces back then. Like I just, built sets that I had, or just like built my own shit like really early on. But like Bionicle was always like my experience with Bionicle has always just been like through observing like relics of it, relics of its glory day. But I've never actually like owned a Bionicle set or like been able to properly get into it just because it was dead by the time I was super invested in Lego. But like it was always one of those themes that piqued my interest very much when I always read about it, like tried to learn about the lore, tried to read one of the novels. I checked out one of the novels from my school library in 2nd grade, and I think it was just like in the middle of the series or whatever, but like I just couldn't get into it. I think it was I just didn't know what was going on. But like, yeah, I have an aesthetic appreciation and nostalgia for like the presence of Bionicle, but don't have that like experience with it that other people do. I never actually like owned a Bionicle.
My closest experience to Bionicle is the recent reboot of it that happened a couple years ago that I actually really like. Playing like some what was it? It was some weird like flash game about it, which I don't count as having a video game.
We could do a whole episode about Lego Flash games.
Lego Flash games were the shit.
Someone should make a Lego Flash Games iceberg explained video.
Yes,
Yo.
please. Riley, you down for it?
What? Why me?
You down for it? Because I feel like you would make an amazing fucking iceberg explainer. I can do the research if you can record it.
Oh, well, I'm just the narrator. You know what? That's flattering. You know what? Sure, I'll do it.
I still need someone to make the Demi Gloom iceberg explained. It was going to be Squeebo, but I think they lost interest.
I mean,
Squeebo became less of a fan and more of a friend after a while.
I could do it, but I don't know shit about it.
No, I'll probably just make a Demi Gloom wiki, as narcissistic as that is. That's literally like what it takes to like to even explain like the issue crew, like why Demi Gloom is a part of the issue crew, is like a 20-minute like lecture.
I mean, I debated starting the Riely Cord or just the Riely Cinematic Universe wiki like a couple months
I thought about doing that. I wanted to do that too.
You are the least qualified person to make the Riely Cinematic Universe wiki, Crow. I feel like the amount of my podcast you've heard that you're not on is in the single digits. I think.
Hey, Riley, you want to know why I thought about doing it?
Why?
Because the headliner for it was just going to be a picture of
Ranch. That I like Ranch. Yeah, haha, so funny.
I think I'm the most qualified to do that simply because like I can reach out to virtually anybody involved in the Riely shit, and I also have enough like backbone knowledge to like know like what categories we need. Like it would just be a matter of filling in the blanks. Whereas I don't think I think if like Crow Royalty were to, like
it would just be a bunch of dumb.
You're just new around these parts.
It would just be a bunch of dumb memes that made.
Crow Royalty is just like a new intern. They haven't like worked themselves. They haven't climbed the company ladder yet.
Nah, yeah, I'm an intern. I'm just the intern, guys.
Crow Royalty's my PA.
Would you agree, Riley, that I'm the most qualified to make the Riely wiki?
I'd say so.
I mean, like, probably maybe like Jason, if like he cared.
Yeah,
enough.
like if he wanted to, he'd probably be more qualified.
But like, you gotta add for Riley's picture. It's gotta have a picture of Ranch on it.
Shut up! Shut your fucking mouth.
I feel like if I could make a Riely wiki, a Demi Gloom wiki, an Insight Zoidberg wiki, a Jason wiki, and just have them like all collide.
Is there enough material for like an Inside Zoidberg wiki or a Jason wiki?
I feel like there's enough material not to make like maybe like a sub wiki, you know, like a small wiki, because like there's enough Insight Zoidberg material that has nothing to do with like you, like Riely or Demi Gloom, that would warrant like its own
it would be like
documentation.
the issue crew or like the Riely Cinematic Universe wiki, and then like in the Inside Zoidberg article, it would have all of this like.
But I feel like there could be like
lore.
I feel like Insight Zoidberg has enough lore that would warrant like many articles. Like I feel like Insufferable Social Media Disagreement deserves its own article.
We could do that.
And then like we could do for it, like we could also like if we had an article for like Trixie the Golden Witch, we could like detail her relationship with both Insight Zoidberg, Demi Gloom, and Riely. Not to say we have personal relations, just like lore relationship. Like how
I mean,
someone like
I don't know
Trixie
about you two
or like
not having
Monkey
a personal
Jones.
relationship. I've talked to the woman multiple times. We're like cool.
Yeah, I know. I know that. I was there.
You were there?
Well, I listened like immediately after
Okay.
you called into her show.
Oh yeah, I called into her like ranch show. I was thinking of the MoCast that she was on, but I did do that too.
I think that happened. That MoCast happened before I knew you, right?
I wonder how long my entry in the Riely Cinematic Universe wiki
One
would
sentence. He's cringe. Actually, 2 sentences. He's cringe. Riely doesn't know why he works with him. 2 sentences. There you go. Crow royalty.
be. I mean, that's not all I am, but okay.
Well, you'd have the informational sentences, obviously. Like Crow Royalty is a member of the Issue crew and co-host of the Megazord Radio podcast.
I've had multiple people try to make a Demi Gloom wiki, by the way, but it never ended up working out.
I feel like making a Demi Gloom wiki would be amazing.
Demi Gloom has a lot of deep lore.
I do have a lot of deep lore. Literally just because like I've been doing content for so long that it's just like I'm not even saying that all my lore is interesting. There's just a lot of it, and I'm kind of like I wouldn't call it I wouldn't call myself a narcissist, but like I just like am very obsessed with like chronicling the events of my life.
So you like to journal?
Yeah, I love journaling. I like to have like.
So you're a narcissist historian.
Yeah,
kind of. I don't like to be like, oh, was it like 2012 or 13? Yeah, there was like this person that I vaguely like. I like to just like in my brain like be able to just like, okay, this person, first, last name, fun facts about them, comprehensive like chronicling of events in my life related to them. Like I just literally just a convenience thing for my own brain. That might be like a neurodivergent thing.
Yes.
And that's not just for me either. Like for Riely, for like any of my friends that do content, I would love to have that as a resource. I'm just a Wikipedia addict and wish like the more obscure topics of my own life, the more personal topics, were available in a resource like Wikipedia.
I was thinking like fandom wikis. What?
Well, yeah, same thing. Just wiki in general is what I'm saying.
Okay. I just wasn't thinking like Wikipedia specifically. I was thinking like fandom, how there's
Wikipedia is just like it's like a fandom wiki, but just for all knowledge. Like it's the same general format.
I mean, Wikia is basically just Wikipedia for shit that like
niche Wikipedia, particular niche
Wikipedia. Because like Wikipedia, like things have to be like big enough. I'm pretty sure it has like a Wikipedia article has to be viewed a certain amount of times for it to stay up.
Yeah, I know. I know of Wikipedia articles that have gotten taken down that like I looked at a lot. That there's like this isn't important enough. Get fucked.
Hey Demi, do you remember the Lego Indiana Jones like sets?
Yeah, vaguely. I remember them on store shelves. I had one that was like, I think it was like a tent, just like a really small one. I know it came with the Indiana Jones minifigure and one other minifigure. I had a really
fucking big one, and I loved it because I was an idiot. I like to fight people with random shit, and this Lego set came with like a giant wing piece that looked kind of like a Halo energy sword, sort of. looked like a knockoff version of it, and I would just swing that at people.
Huh.
Because it was fun.
I remember specifically though, my Indiana Jones minifigure has always remained unassembled because I created a custom Clutch Powers minifigure. And Clutch Powers, if you didn't know, has the same torso as Indiana Jones, except he has yellow instead of white skin.
Yeah.
But I made a Clutch Powers minifigure. I had all the right pieces except for I even had like the right belt, like the belt or the right legs with the right belt on them. Except for the hair. I just had a brown version of the same hair that he had. He had black hair. But I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I was always like really disappointed that there was no way to get my hands on a Clutch Powers minifigure. It just sucked. So I made my own, and I was really, I think that was really cool. I love myself.
What a creative little child.
This was the one that I had.
Oh shit! I remember this one.
I just used to fight people with it. That was the fun I had with it. I didn't never build it. I just took the
I like to
piece
hurt
out
people.
and started fighting people with the wing piece. Because it was sword sized for me at the time, and it was like really cool, and I loved the little minifigs that came with it. It got more use as like a roleplay toy than an actual Lego set, which is really funny. But I would buy another one of those if I got the chance. Like, how much are they?
$10 billion. A
Billions and billions of dollars.
It is a surprising amount of money.
I was looking at Ninjago sets like in like 2020 because I was like feeling dumb enough to waste money on like Lego sets from my childhood, and they were actually reasonably priced, like the classic Ninjago sets.
Yeah.
They were just all like used, like already put together. But like, hey, fuck it, man.
It's Legos. You can take it apart and put it together yourself.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. As long as you got the instruction booklet. So what's everyone's opinion on Lego City?
I think it's really cool. I'm a average cop hater, and I don't like cops, and I don't like cops, good guy cops in media. I think it's propaganda, if you will. But that's my cuck woke position that nobody fucking agrees with. So I'll spare you guys my ACAB rant.
I mean, I can sort of see
Listen,
that, but
the Lego City Police wouldn't have kneeled on George Floyd. Okay, so I'll give them that.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, okay, my thing is you can make your own story out of Legos, so it doesn't have to follow any specific set, really. So you can do just about
Yeah,
what
you could kill the cops. You can just hang all the Lego cops.
I mean,
And
I
be
didn't
like an
hang
edgy
them, but I did
13-year-old
kill
girl.
all of my Lego cops several times with aliens.
Oh no, the aliens have come for the cops.
No, like the cops were
Cops
trying to
versus
fight
aliens.
back against the aliens, but the aliens had lasers. So
I'd
the
watch
aliens
that
were always
movie. I'd
dead.
watch the shitty 90s B movie Cops versus Aliens.
I'm sure that exists.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Cops versus aliens. What's a good website for AI generated art?
I don't know. I know I have gotten AI generated art successfully for a mocast thumbnail, but I don't remember what website I used.
Wait, which mocast thumbnail?
We did a mocast. The episode was called Mopin AI, and the bit was that we did a bunch of Chat GPT topics, and the thumbnail is just me trying to create vague representations of what we look like in AI.
Oh my god.
The one that's me is ridiculously accurate. I literally just told it like fat guy with black hair. Then it was like, I got you, bro.
Dude, this is so fucking hot. Holy fucking shit. Dude, this is hilarious. Why did you never show fat guy with black hair?
Yeah.
Wait, what is Ninjagmo? What the fuck?
We discussed the Ninjago at some point.
Breaking Mo. That's right, Squeebo guessed it on the Mocast.
Yeah.
That was the moment that they broke free from just being Demigloom's sidekick. They were a standalone feature in non-Demigloom content.
Hey, Demi, did you see the Lego Pride set from a couple years ago?
Yeah, I remember the conservative outrage being pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I really. That was the only reason I was going to bring it up, was because the conservative outrage is really funny.
It's always really funny.
Yeah. Like, some of the tiles were also really cool for it, but that was like just because I was interested in like specific Lego tiles. Oh, did anybody else have like uh soapbox races out of Legos as part of like your school assignments?
No.
Not out of Legos. We built cars out of like wood and shit.
We were made build them out of Legos, and I still have mine that won.
That's cool.
We did this like last year, for our as like one of our senior projects, because one of our teachers had Legos, and we were just like, you know what, let's build soapbox cards. And then they decided, well, if y'all are going to do that, we're going to grade you on it. And I got graded, and I had the best one, period. So I won. Got the farthest, went the fastest, and actively kept speed the best, which is really funny because nobody else knew what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening to the Issue Crew, folks. Another rousing evening of content for your ear holes.
We have to do Lego Part 2 at some point because there's so much more.
Someday.
There is so much more.
Someday in the distant future.
Which means someday soon, guys.
Internet Part 4 when?
That one I'll do. You just say the word.
Did y'all ever bring up Neopets on internet?
I don't think we did. I don't think Neopets
Well,
came
then
up.
let me on internet part 4 because I want to bring up Neopets
No.
and Animal Jam.
Oh, I did I bring up Animal Jam? I'm sure the Animal Jam was a big part of my internet history when I was a youngin', when I was a lad.
I don't think we brought it up. I don't think we talked about it a lot.
Maybe we do need to do the internet part 4. Cracking the whip on this. Folks, thank you for listening. Let's go around. Let's do the plugs. Demi Gloom, where find?
I have a weekly LGBTQ plus podcast with my best friend Felonious Ferris. Fuck you. It's we talk about a variety of cultural, social, and political issues from a trans perspective. They're non-binary. I'm a trans woman, and that influences the way we see the world, and we like to talk about that. And it's also really funny. So just go look up Middle School GSA on your podcast platform of choice, or if you're really cool, look it up on YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our uploads on YouTube, because that's where we gain our traction. That's it helps the most if you go in.
Well, don't
Get
be
on
rude
YouTube.
to your audio listeners, Demi Gloom.
I don't have anything against our audio listeners. I'm just saying audio listeners are morally neutral. Video, the Chad YouTube subscribers are morally good.
Okay. Fair enough. Andrew, where find?
You can go to my Twitter account. My Twitter account has what is the thing? You know, the link tree with everything. Yep. By now you should know what my Twitter account is. You can go from that. You can get the everything else that is there. The solo YouTube, the big guy, little
Don't
guy.
say by now. This could be somebody's first episode. You can't just be like,
Well, it sucks to be them then, doesn't it?
Yeah, go listen to another episode of this show.
Yeah.
No, go. You have to go listen to the entire show, starting with largest issue in the galaxy, episode 1.
yeah.
So
If you don't do that, if you don't start there and make it all the way here, you won't understand anything we're talking about.
Not at all.
It's true.
Or you could start at episode 50 because that's basically when everything changed.
That's true. I don't know how significant those first 49 are to the lore anymore.
Not very.
But folks, go to the pinned tweet at Riely Tweets on Twitter, or just look in the description for the stuff and the things and the all sorts. It's pretty cool. It's a link tree, linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe. There's all sorts of stuff you can click on there, and you should do that. I thank you all for listening to the Issue Crew.
You can find me on Linktree at linktr.ee/crow_royalty because somebody took my fucking link.
Get shit on. You fucking suck.
Goodbye, everybody.